Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see Villanova taking on the UConn Huskies.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. Freak, he's in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the force.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Here's Day. Drops in the tray.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
And it's blocked. Freak with it. Miller kicks to Bryant. Back to Miller. Dishes it to Freak. Here's Ilgauskas. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And Greg, you mentioned UConn moments ago and their defensive pride. Some great defenders, Clark, have come out of that school.
Yeah, you look at Emeka Okafor and Hasheem Thabeet. Both were dominating rim protectors. And even their guards and swingmen get after you defensively.
Here is Keefe after Villanova picking up a basket just moments ago. Lets it go from 14. And he connects with the jumper.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Freak passes to Miller. Day dishes to Martin. Here's Splitter, and he uses the glass on the layup. Splitter's got his first basket of the night.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And the Huskies going with a whole new group out there. UConn with the ball. They lead by 4. So on the floor for Villanova. Freak in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the power forward position. Here is Day. And that one goes long.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Offensive rebound to the left side wing. Now the feed to Splitter. 4 on the clock. The rebound by Cooper.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
Martin's checked in for UConn. The Huskies leading by 4 to the paint, and Day gets it to go. Day's got 5 now. On the Wildcats of Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark, and one of the better runs they're on right now as a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
And it's Villanova with the ball, following the bucket by the Huskies.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Out to the right wing. Here's Joseph. Villanova grabs the miss. Cooper's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special, and he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Pass to Freak. Just 3 on the clock. Shot is off. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Huskies on top, leading by just 2. And don't go away after the break. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
They've got Martin, and it's Day in at the point.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program in all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
And for Villanova, Freak, he's in at the point. There's O'Brien out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in a power forward.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And for the Huskies, we've got Keefe. And it's Splitter in at the 5 down low. And yes, sir, that one drops. He has 6. The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in '99. And then how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect opponents have for them come tournament time.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their 1 college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8 seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
Well, talking about the Wildcats. Villanova trails by 5.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
So on the floor for Villanova, Freak, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Foster. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. And Day drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Miller outside. Cooper kicks to Freak. Stolen by Martin. And they're pushing it up. And Joseph slams it home.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here is Day. Martin the screen. Day kicks to McGuire. And it's Joseph in the corner. Martin the screen. Here's Day. No good. Villanova goes the other way with it. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. It's good. And the Husky lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Foster.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
They're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get.
Husky's making a switch here. He's checked in. Bryant is checked in for Villanova. Keefe passes to Day. Out to the right wing. Splitter dishes to Day. 17-foot shot on the way. Splitter misses.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. With Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court. Looking at the game for Freak, he's got 8 points and a steal.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
There's 53 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Day kicks to Splitter. To the left wing. Martin with a screen on Bryant. Keefe passes to Martin, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Off the screen. Day, no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Over to the left wing. Martin kicks to Splitter. Here is Day. Covered by Ilgauskas.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's UConn with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as Clark they continued to wait out